Greetings and welcome back to the Battle of Bautzen. I am your host, as always. Let us see what the French have done. There goes those Cossacks. But there was only 3 of them left. But the big thing is holding on to we're seeing what they're up to. And for the most part, speed it up a little bit. They keep on coming. What else? Quite a bit of French movement that I cannot see. Hello. Shooting up my hussars. Unfortunately, those hussars are somewhat stuck there. Ooh, surprised. That's a big surprise. They obviously have therefore assaulted the guns there. Here comes the main French assault from where I suspect it would be. But because I had to rejigger my line, I left those guns a bit vulnerable. But it does mean the battle for the Krakwitz Heights has now begun. So ow. They really don't like that regiment, do they? He is literally just going to blow my forces off that position via artillery. Which makes sense. Napoleon had to rely on his artillery in 1813 because he didn't have enough cavalry and his infantry was not the same as it had been the previous year. Well, those 6-pounders need to get out of there in an instant. I'll pull them up the ridge. Alright, the hussars have routed, 8 units undisorder, 4 units recover fatigue. Beyond that, nothing much. So, who actually routed? It was this part. But, more importantly, this lot are now able to move again. As I was having to sacrifice hussars to keep them back. But it now means go there. As I continue to fall the cavalry back. They're still playing rearguard, but so they will control that. You'll go there. So that has bought me potentially enough time. Let's actually do this now. Uh-oh. Well, I'm going to have to fix that soon enough. Guns. That was rather unfortunate. And I am now in a very pesky situation. You are going to turn so you can blast them in the face. 67 men? I'll take it. It might be the difference that saves this battery of guns. But we'll do that in a second. Alright, 6-pounders, you're going to climb Bautzen. You're coming this way, you're coming this way. All the 12s are to set up on that ridge. The horse guns, horse artillery can set up wherever, so they're just going to go there for now. This lot will set up in Prenitz. This brigade is to come along here. Who are you? Who do you command? You command all of this, so you go that way. You go that way. And reattach your skirmishers. And then, all in all, you are going to be getting up there. Bernadosov, you will come into Prenitz and set up there with your troops. Your heavy guns. Heavy guns. Heavy guns. 7th Jaegers. Come this way. The Vitebsk Regiment. De Tole. My retreat up here is going to be the slowest because of the whole... I can't undisorder those boys. So they're just falling back slowly in line. You'll go for... Alright. What about here? What can you see? Enough. Cossacks. You will go that way. Alright. They approach, and we will be ready. Did not mean to do that, but Because again, I want to basically hide my Prussian element for as long as possible. He can see those, and he can see those, but he can't see Steinmetz for the most part, and I want Steinmetz hiding on the reverse slope, as well as Roth. Roth and Steinmetz are to get into position to hide. Cossacks can hide there. And then the Hussars will hide there as well. And Rudiger's Gradino Hussars can stay where they are for now. Anything else up here? Yes, you need to move. I'm gonna bait him with the Lithuanian mounted Jaegers. And those boys are gonna go hold over there. Blucher, with his cavalry, can come over here and help. Now, the fun part, the real fun part. What to do here? Advance forward and blast them. It's not a lot of damage, all things considered. That was not a lot of damage. Great, I disorder myself. But it might help. Hopefully. Yagov. The Russian artillery is going to go that way because it needs to rest. This element of the Prussians will go there. And blast them in the face. Still, that should hopefully help. The loss of those guns was unfortunate, but nothing really can be done about that now. But what can be done is me attempting to help with the main fight, especially by silencing some of these supporting French guns. Do. What else have we got to shoot with? You can shoot at... Which one are you? You're them. You will shoot at them. Alright. Let's look to continue blasting as much of these guns as possible. You can't see anything. You can. So in this case, you're going to shoot at those Bavarians. Shoot at them. Alright. Let's see. You are all spotted. Alright, they've forced me to take much more. They're forcing me back via just artillery barrages, essentially. This gun will... Which one is it? It was... You can't see anything, you can. So it was that one. Oop. There you are. Let's have you shoot at that lot. £12. You are going to hit. Who do we want you to hit? 500, 400, 600, 600. Let's hit them. 5 men is 5 men. Looking to add up as many losses as possible. Okay. What else do we need doing beyond moving of the guard? What to do here? That's the question. Can you even shoot them? No, you can't. You would have to move forward another one. And I'm not sure I want you to. Form you back into your full unit. And then we bring forward the reserve elements, get ready to try and throw them back down the hill. In my case, what else can I do? Yeah, I figured that was worth an attempt to try and hit them. There is that... Where is it? Who are you? Who can you even see? No one important, but... What is their losses like? Not growing that much, all things considered. So in this case, I might have to do something rather extreme. Yeah, you're masked. Gonna advance you more. And in return, I'll bring up the Prussian Grenadiers to guard them. Hopefully I can throw... this is 6th Corps, so that would be Marmont. So these are Marmont, some of Marmont's troops. Pretty sure 6th Corps Marmont. Yeah, it should be Marmont. I'm not going crazy. But is there anything else we need to do? It's 8 AM. So that this must be MacDonald's troops. MacDonald, Marmont, Bertrand, either Lauriston or Ney. Again, either Lauriston or Ney. And then Oudinot's must be spread quite thin, or fairly thin. But let's say Oudinot, and the bottom end of MacDonald. And then he's keeping the guard behind at, say, Bautzen. That would be my guess. Still, it does give me an idea. Let's get you moving that way. You moving this way to rejoin your element over here. And then finally we will order the guard to move. We'll continue the guard's movement to where I'm wanting it to go, which because I'm basically wanting it to go to where it's gonna help. It's gonna basically hide here, essentially, or at least part of it. And then, if this lot continue their drive, they'll drive, well, straight into the Imperial Guard. That's my theory, anyway. I would much rather have the guards still in reserve, but needs must. The Chevalier Guard, Horse Guards, the Horse Artillery will be with them, the Emperor's Cuirassier, the Empress Cuirassier, the Astrakhan, and then the final elements of the Horse Artillery. And then finally the Guard Light Cavalry will also head that way soon enough. Where I suppose I could also deploy my remaining 24 12-pounders to really help, but I don't see the point in deploying more guns. I've got so many guns. I mean, let's say I put more guns down here. It's just going to be a very, very large artillery duel. Because again, I've got the skirmishers out front, as they should be. So the enemy can't exactly advance unnoticed over here. This was the only place they could do it, and they did catch me, I admit. I was somewhat sleeping there, clearly. But otherwise, I am not going to be sleeping now. Let's send forth these dragoons. Let's see who can be because they've shifted that artillery. I can safely shift the dragoons ever so slightly, which I shall do so that if they're not careful, they'll get charged by the dragoons. So yeah, I've lost 3,700 men. I've got to earn my way back here. Where could you reach? You can reach there, but that's about it, and then you'll just get shot to death by cannons. So no thank you. You are actually safe from the cannons there for the moment. We're gonna actually shift you. Actually, I can't, can I? Whoops. Yeah. Yeah, you're all deployed. You've all moved, so. I'm going to limber those guns up and move them this way as well. Look to get them up here to replace the guns that I had just lost. But... Can this actually move anywhere? No, they can't. Major Unholt will go there to help try and stiffen the resistance. But for now, I think that's going to be it. So, let's see what happens. Nope, they didn't rout, so... Interesting. We will be keeping an eye on that then. If they do not do anything else on the front, I might go aggressive in certain places. Maybe here in the centre, try and split his line in two, because again, well, if he's not gonna, it would take the pressure off elsewhere, rather than me just sitting here. But, that is going to be it for this episode. It's been a bit of a longer one, because the fighting has actually started. But I thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, consider hitting that thumbs up, subscribing, or leaving a comment. It always helps. But until next time, bye-bye for now.